Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Well, today I've taken myself down to the East Coast Nature Reserve outside Newcastle. And it's absolutely raining cats and dogs today. It's a difficult one for two reasons. First of all, because of the weather outside. And second of all, I've come primarily to shoot wildlife. And the only lens I've brought with me today is the 150 to 600 f5 to 6.3 telephoto zoom. So that's my goal for today. And as anyone who's seen my videos before will know, I've struggled a little bit recently with wildlife. So it's extremely overcast today. I don't know what's going to happen or what I'm going to get. I've actually just parked myself in a hide here. There's some of these free hides, which are great facilities here. There's nobody here at the moment, just me. I'm not surprised. The weather is so crap outside that I literally wouldn't put your dog out in it today. But we'll see what we can find, and fingers crossed we get something. So come along for the ride. The weather outside is just awful right now, so I'm just parking myself here for a little while. I've got a grey heron out there, just remaining so still on the wetlands. I'm just going to observe him for a few minutes. Nothing else. I'm dry. The weather's not always perfect. I've had to come out here on a few hours off from work, so I can't predict or dictate the weather. But it's good to be out, eh? It's good to be out. It's good to be here. I'm pretty much on my own. I've seen nobody as of yet. I'm early. But as I said, I take it as it comes. See what we can get. For now, we'll keep an eye on this heron and see how things go. So as you can see, my first bird of the day is this grey heron, just sitting out on the wetlands. They remain so still. The few I've seen this year, they're almost stationary, and then all of a sudden, bang, they take flight unannounced, or indeed looking for dinner. But I'll keep my eye on this guy. I'm currently just looking out a side window of the hide because the main front windows, the rain is just coming in horizontal. So this little window is giving me a bit more shelter. But I'll observe this guy for a few minutes. And if I get a few pictures of them, well, here they are. Yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. So far, so good. But the weather is just atrocious. This is the kind of volume of water that's coming in the front window of the hide. So this is the hide window, and the rain is coming straight in off the Irish Sea, just out beyond the ponds there. But yeah, so far, I'm dry, and that's the main thing, and we'll persevere. There's another hide I see just down the way, about 300 meters. I might pop down there at some point. The beauty of the weather being so crap is I'm the only one that's had kind of the bravery to come out on this kind of a day today. So that's a plus. But this is what I'm observing. You can see outside these wetlands. To be careful with this Osmo. It's certainly not weather sealed. But my little friend is over there, the heron. So we'll keep going. I've got a few images so far. Fingers crossed, yeah, we get a few more. We get something in flight would be really like the perfect morning for me. But yeah, who cares? We're out in the wild. I love it.
As the rain continues to come down, we've got this pair of mallards, male on the right, female on the left, just feeding off the edge of one of the ponds. I'm at full zoom here, handheld on this 150 to 600 OM system telephoto. Yeah, it's cold again. Beginning of December. The rain sheeting across us, this misty kind of rain down for the day here on the east coast. And I think in Ireland we'd call it a soft day. This pair of mallards go about their business. I'll watch them. And our friend over here, if I pan just around, we've got our heron buddy, still motionless, sitting there observing his surroundings. I'll keep an eye on this heron and those mallards and see can I get some shots. If I do, well, here they are. So we got this little fella who's entered the scene. I'm not sure what he is. I'll have to Google Lens it and see, but I've got a few shots of him as he arrived. I have a funny feeling it's a teal, I'm guessing. But as he heads off into the reeds there, fingers crossed he comes back and we can the autofocus on this OM1 Mark II through the vegetation is quite good. But my little friend heads away there. I got a few shots of him and well, here are those couple of shots.
Yeah, so I'm observing this grey heron across the way. He's taken himself out of the water and up onto one of the grassy island wetlands in the middle. He's just sitting there, grooming and shaking his feathers and looking quite miserable, actually. It's a rotten day. But it just kind of makes you thankful to be sitting here. You know, could have stayed at home. Awful weather out. The forecast was awful, but these were the only few hours I had this week. So it's really good to get out. But it's an awful day outside. I wanted to walk around the reserve. There's a trail, a path all the way around. Some of it is closed off at this time of the year because of the water levels. But I get a good feeling for this place. Like, I'm stuck in the one spot in this hide here. You can see it behind me. It goes all the way back there. Lovely facility. But yeah, I'll definitely come back here again. But for now, I'll keep going. I'm OM1 Mark II, 150 to 600. It's so dark that I'm working on auto ISO today. So I need to keep my shutter speed quite fast to be ready for an opportunity if this heron takes off. So I'm working on auto ISO, and given the lighting conditions, I'm seeing ISO 10,000s in here on occasion. Now and again, depending on where I'm shooting to, it's coming down, but the smallest ISO I'm working off is 3,200, certainly in around 4,000 to 6,000 with a shutter speed of 1:250, not even fast, but that's what I need on this lens. She's f5 to 6.3, trying to save up for one of the white lenses from OM Systems. Certainly on a day like this, it would be a huge benefit. But we'll keep going here. We'll keep watching this heron and the other wildlife that's around, because there is wildlife around. I know the whooper swans migrate here from Iceland in the winter time, but I'm assuming they're over more towards the beach and the coast. That might be another day's work for me. It's just too wet at the moment, so I'll stick here for now, and I might go down to another hide that's down there about 200 meters in an hour or so, and see what we can get from there. But yeah, we'll keep going and we'll keep enjoying this.
You can see my heron buddy has moved from the pond up onto the grassland, just grooming himself there at the moment. I'm going to keep an eye on him. Wouldn't it be great if he took flight and I got an image? That would just kind of really make a crappy day weather-wise perfect from a photography aspect. So we'll keep persevering and see what comes of it. What a beautiful creature. So majestic.
Yes, so, can't see my face, yes. Here we are at the second hide. Let's have a look and see what we can see from here. So we'll just get set up, and I'm already seeing loads of ducks out in the ponds here. So let's see what we can get. But I'm in a corner here where I've got a window out to my left, and I've one here out to the front, and much broader view here. Not an awful lot of action as of yet, but I've seen a lot of more birds in flight here. So I'm just going to persevere here for a little while, and the weather is improving. So I think at that point, in maybe 20 minutes or so, I might get out for a walk around the rest of the reserve to find my bearings. But I'll persevere here for another little while. Just I can still see some droplets falling in the ponds, and I want to see, can I get something in flight? I see a lot of birds coming in, but the autofocus is struggling a little bit today with these misty, gloomy conditions. So, but yeah, it's all good practice. So let's keep going.
So we have this little fellow doing what he does. More sheltered from the elements, this one, when I'm looking out the main windows. But again, what a great facility to have. And this is free. Now there is a QR code, and I will do it before I leave, where you can leave a donation. But again, I'm new to this wildlife photography game, and I've no clue what this wader is. So I'll put his name up here, his species up on the screen. But I'll see, can I get a few shots of him? And if I do, here are some of those shots.
love wildlife photography. It really tests your patience to the absolute max, no doubt about it. Egrets way off in the distance, but too far away. But, you know, just got to have a little bit of patience. Just wait and let those birds come to me. So the rain continues to fall outside. It's getting to clear up in about an hour. I'm hoping it does. Not too much activity at this second hide. A few mallards, as you can see, the male and the female. We got another just here to the right. These have just flown in. I think I've seen some egrets around. I'm just waiting for it to catch one coming in this direction in flight. Again, it's just a question of being patient, isn't it? But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this location just another 20 minutes or so. See what happens, and then the rain is given to ease. You can see the rain falling on the pond there in screen, and then I'm going to head on my travels. There's another hide around the far side. If it's still raining, I'll go there. If not, I'll take a walk around. This reserve is huge, so I need to explore a bit more and get a feeling for the location. So for now, we'll persevere, and if I've got any shots from this second hide, well, here they are. Hello again. So I've got outside. The weather has started to clear up, albeit still very gloomy. And I was hoping to take a trip down the wetlands along by the seafront. But I've just got down here to the point where you access the path around. And of course, if I had done my research, I would have found out that, unfortunately, this route, I'm not sure if you can read it there, but it says coastal pathways closed during the winter months to prevent disturbance to the visiting winter birds. Birdwatch Ireland apologises for the inconvenience. I can understand the reasons why, of course, but if you look at the little map here, I was hoping I am there. I was hoping to come along around that orange path, and there's another hide over the other side, and then you have the wet grasslands and all the fen area here. I was up here in hide 1 and 2, but on the plus side, I was standing here and I can still see them. There's some blackbirds, and I see a few robins, a pair of robins sitting on the fence posts with the fence line heading away. And I think they may be my favourite shots of the day so far. So fingers crossed they're half decent. And if they did turn out the way I hoped they did, well, here they are. Some really lovely areas in this nature reserve. Look at this pretty area. Can you imagine what it'd be like during the summer? Some benches for people to sit down and enjoy the wildlife. Packed in summer, I'd say, mind you. But at the same time, just great to have this not so far away. Oh, I see some birds down here. Some kind of reed birds. I'm going to see what I can get as the rain starts to fall again here. I'm going to take a few photographs of these little fellas here that I can see hopping around all the reeds. And if they worked out, well, here they are. It's absolutely tumbling it down again with rain, so I'm going to retreat to this hide just up ahead. Just take stock, take a breather, get something to eat, get some lunch, and figure out what's going to happen for the next hour or two. Bit of a disappointment that I couldn't get to that coastal track, but yeah, we'll just get back in here, just chill out for a few minutes. We're going to start losing light in about an hour or so. I've got the feeling that maybe I've got what I'm going to get today, but let's see. Yeah, let's just take a break for a few minutes and we'll go from there. Hi again, guys. So I think the weather has beaten me on this occasion. Just leaving the sanctuary of this hide behind me. The rain is just about stopped, but this thick, heavy cloud has descended. And I don't see it shifting. So I'm going to have to call this one a day. Another one of those wildlife excursions that hasn't quite gone to plan. But, you know, I did get a few images. And I really have a feeling that image of the robin I took, I have a feeling that's probably going to be my best shot of the day. But yeah, that's the way wildlife photography goes. By the way, what do you guys think of my hat? Can you see it? My hat with the living countryside on it. I have a few of those gifted to me by my family. So if I ever get to 500 subscribers or 100 subscribers, I might give one away just to say thank you. But right now, I'm going to head on back to the car, wind this one up for the day. But again, thank you very much for sticking by me and watching this video. If you've gotten this far, my God, you must have nothing else to do, or actually might even like what I'm producing. But anyway, thanks very much again for joining me. And again, for my perseverance at this, I'd really appreciate it if you gave a thumbs up. And if you've gotten this far and you haven't subscribed, if you hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it too. We'll keep going, we'll keep rocking on, and we'll keep smiling, we'll keep photographing, and we'll keep videoing. But from now, from the East Coast Nature Reserve outside Newcastle, until the next time, cheerio.